Hello, my name is Shallow. This game is Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Here we are in the basement laboratory. We've got a lock on a door. We've got a note letting us know we can find a corrosive compound. And, yes, the Zappy Frog. The Zappy Frog. Alright, let's go. So, I wonder if this is going to be just a simple matter of finding this compound. Do we have to mix it ourselves? Oh, you've written another note already. These notes are out of control, man. Yeah, this has gotta be. I have to find 3 things to mix together a compound. Cool. Holding pens. Low temperature storage. Ah, a little model of some ruins. Cool. Yeet. A Kobe for accuracy, yeet for strength and distance. Those are the rules. Yeet! Alright, and what do we have here? Should I read the note? I almost at this point in the game want to just ignore the journal, because it's almost always stuff that I already know. Yeah, let's do it. It's some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks of the foul fluids I've seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of 2 composite ingredients. I should wager I would find them close by. Yeah, okay, indeed. So I put in 2 compounds and get 1 out. That's what it is. Surely I will find 1 in the holding pens and 1 in low temperature storage. I don't know. Dark Descent, I feel like had... Oh, shit! Get away, get away, get... Oh, I can't get away. What just happened there? My camera just locked in place and I couldn't do anything. I feel like... Was I supposed to see something there? Did I just mess up? I feel like I just messed up a scripted thing. Ah, crap. Alright, hang on. Alright, let's try this again. Hello. Oh, where's he going? Okay, so no, not anything important that I missed, just a jump scare that I think I may have panicked and messed up the trigger a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's not ready. Fair enough. What was I saying? Dark Descent had more... I hesitate to say this because it's gonna... I like walking simulators, you know? I'm not a big fan of even using that term, because usually it's said in a way to disparage games that have a perceived lack of gameplay. So I kind of hate that I have to say this. I feel like Dark Descent had more gameplay, you know? Its puzzles were puzzles. It involved... It had stealth mechanics where you had to sneak around the mansion. It had resource management, so... The notes, I think, helped both break up some of that stuff and also to make sure you weren't forgetting the story. Or that you were learning it at all. A walking simulator, I feel like, by its very nature, should be telling its story through the experience, and A Machine for Pigs is doing that. But then it's also throwing notes at you constantly. I feel like the notes are only there because Amnesia had them, or Dark Descent had them, you know? But all they're really doing, it feels like, is slowing down the experience, you know? Let's see. A warning. Inflamed it is, burning it does. Bleeding from each hole fore and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement. My lungs are in my vomit. I pass clots of my organs now onto the filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I did drink it. I did do that. Because of the changes, they ripple inner me, my teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all. Gathered what I can, push them back into my gray gums with my fingers, but the nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says, it'll help the running of the fever, because not us all can take the change. On the other table, the beast under the blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shit so much blood and still live? Gross. Thank you, I'll take that. Yeah, horrifying to hear what happened to these poor pig people. So what exactly is this? You're not even going to tell me what this is, are you? It's just something that's used to make the compound? Or no, I found that note earlier, right? That told me what it was. It's a combination of the Brennenburg thing and the, what is it? The orgone thing? I don't remember exactly. Did this door switch sides? Was this door not over here before? It for sure wasn't closed. I know that much. Yeah, the layout of this place changed. Suspicious vent. No? Alright, I thought for sure something was coming through that vent. Oh no! What is this? Oh, I can't see. Wait, hold on. Where's the door? Oh, shit. All right. What happened? Does he? He does come out of that vent, doesn't he? Oh, Pigman. Where are you, Pigman? Does it not happen the second time? Okay. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm safe the second time. I would have been safe the first time, but the camera bugged out and I couldn't grab the door. That's annoying. Oh well. I'll take that.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of him. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Yeah, the workers were treated poorly and the compound is corrosive. Yep. I know, Amnesia. Sorry, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting a little frustrated with this game. It's not bad. It's just, oh, okay, we got dudes in cages again. I don't know, it feels a little like, well, exactly what it is. They got a developer who makes one kind of game and ask them to make a different kind of game. I feel like this game wants to be a walking simulator, but for one reason or another, it's being forced into what the developers must have thought was, you know, the requirements for an Amnesia game. Gotta have a lantern, gotta have a bunch of notes, gotta have a fuse puzzle. Even though I think none of that stuff really... Oh, look at that. That's cute. None of that stuff really is the, you know, DNA, the core of Amnesia. And none of it is really helping the, what they're trying to do with the, walking simulator aspect of this. I don't know, it's unfortunate. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth. We give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of starting to lean that way myself. Good to have confirmation of it, I suppose. Are you gonna pop up a pig behind me again? If Oswald has a twin, I was thinking it's too much of a coincidence that his children are also twins. I'm thinking the children I'm seeing around are hallucinations. The children Oswald is actually referring to are the pigs.
Over there, place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
Oh. Was that door there before? Hang on. Is there anything actually over here? A locked door. Okay. Ooh, that's spooky. Hello? Oh! Ooh. Nope, nope. Go away. Yeah, leave me alone. Even these bits where you have to sneak around in the dark, they feel like they're only here because Dark Descent had bits where you snuck around in the dark. But, Dark Descent had the sanity mechanic. It had resource management. You had to manage your fuel and your tinder boxes and such. This doesn't have any of that. It's kind of just here because the last game had it. And it's drawing the game out. It, it also feels weirdly forgiving. Like, I could understand it being here if they wanted to make you feel like you were threatened, but I sort of don't. Here we go. Yeah, fuck off. Hello.
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
Dang. Alright. Facility access, pig line, opiate suspension, gag throttle, bilge pumps, disposal tubes, orgone towers. Okay. Didn't know we were playing Lust for Darkness again. I don't know, I'm not at that point yet where I dislike this game, you know? But I am at that point where I'm starting to see why it wasn't very well received when it first came out. It's got its, it seems a little misguided in a few places. Someone said it's a surprisingly ugly looking game. It's not graphically, not even up there with other games that came out around the same time, and that is true. But that doesn't really bother me so much. Except that the darkness makes it really frustrating sometimes, despite not, I don't think, adding a whole lot to the experience. I don't think that's a graphics issue, you know? The blurry textures, the low poly models, that stuff doesn't bother me. What's bothering me right now is that this is not Dark Descent, which is not a problem, but it's trying to be. Or at least somebody had instructions to make it so, you know? Can I send more? No, I can only send one at a time. Okay. I've seen these crates around before. Has that... Have they been these the whole time? Oh, cool. It actually has a unique label from the other one. Cool. You didn't have to do that, but you did. That's a sweet attention to detail, bro. This is another make me run from a pig moment, isn't it? Oh! Oh my... Oh no, where's he going? Oh no. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Oh no. Oh shit. Little bald boy. Caillou is down here. Oh no. You leave me a note? What is this? More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced. However, damage incurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps, yes. It is, after all, known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Drowning is like one of the... It's gotta be one of the methods by which people die that they most commonly... Oh, door disappeared. Nice. Like, people come back from drowning. People get revived from that. So you can ask them, like that. And from what I've heard from people who have drowned or nearly drowned, it's terrible. Also, if you replace the fluid with Compound X, aren't they just constantly drowning? That also sounds pretty bad. Something tells me this Mandus fellow is up to no good. He may not have these test subjects' best Oh, other side. Here we go. Mix it up. Okay, we gotta close the doors first. Sure. Did you have to mix these one at a time? And close the doors between each mixing? That sounds terribly inefficient. There we go. Is this journal entry just going to tell me to go put it on the lock, which I already know about? Yeah, I already read these. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing, a witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass. A strange choice, unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with this so-called Compound X. I should investigate further for clues. I don't know how many times you're gonna tell me that I can use this to dissolve the lock. Ah yes, the Zappy Frog. I think he's had enough. Here we go. Whoops. That'll do. Didn't I turn you off? Alright, why is that not working? Oh, do I have to use the light? There was something about it being light reactive, right? Yeah, there we go. Ooh! Flashbang. My fucking eyes. Oh. Alright. Journal entry? I just walked through the door. No? Oh. Alright. Why are you freaking out?
Down here, Daddy. Faster, faster.
What if I just jump down? Oh! Okay. I was not expecting falling damage. This leaking world. The bottle of gin was empty. Sleep seemed impossible. Above the skyline of London, he could only see the temple rising into the smog. Oh, no. Oh, my head. Oh. I guess this is just where we dispose of all the pig guys that didn't work out, huh? Cool. Little note hanging out in the corner. Those are some clean bones, man. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scraped, ready for gambroiling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and a series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapors in another. As neat as some of the lore notes are, and I do like...
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Sewer level. I'm thinking back on Dear Esther. That game had a ton of notes and letters and things you could find. But each playthrough was randomized. You would never find all of them on a single playthrough. And I wonder if maybe a similar thing could have been done here. Make everything, make the whole game a lot shorter. And maybe you only find like 25% of them in a randomized combination every time. I think you would still manage to get the whole story on a single playthrough, because there are so many repeats. Not to mention, I think the environmental storytelling and those brief moments of Oswald talking to himself or hallucinating tell the story well enough. I think you'd still get the whole story on one playthrough, and it would make later playthroughs just sort of fill out more of exactly what's going on, rather than cramming it all into one huge playthrough. The sluice gate. Alright, can't do anything with that yet. Should I read that note? Fine. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? Yeah, we've been hearing for the last 2 hours about how the saboteur flooded stuff, and we're gonna have to drain the flooding. I know, I'm well aware. He? Yeah, he's around that corner. I'll just go the other way for now. Although I probably will want to go in there eventually. That's where I want to go, that big door there, huh? Is this gonna have Dark Descent's invisible water monster? If I try to go in the water, will it... Yep, sure enough. Alright. Oh, come on. Yeah, like, I don't think that's necessary. Isn't it enough that the place is flooded with sewage and that's why I can't go through? But it feels like they put Dark Descent's water monster in there just because it's such a famous part of that game. Sluice 1, Sluice 2. Gotta clear the sluice juice. Yep, thought so. Whoa, look how deep I am now. Almost to the bottom.
Faster, Mandus. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps. We are waiting for you.
Alright, yep, so we just learned that the place is flooded and I need to clear the flooding, and yep, yep. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Kelm and I am no Eliahu. At least, not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperatures of those waters. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated, and their duality tears them asunder, as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds, they are creatures of this world. Then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed, and I will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Neat. Did we ever get an explanation for the invisible water monster in the first game? I don't think we did. I don't remember one anyway. So I guess that's kind of neat. Alright, I'm guessing the other pump control is probably down this hallway where I didn't want to go last time. Oh. I guess I'm safe now? There is a gate in the way, which is unfortunate. Oh, here we go. This is open now. Whoop! Big man. Oh, what's he doing way over there, though? Look, he can't even get me from over there. No big deal. Oh, boy. There is just so much sewer here. Welcome to Browntown. Oh, can't go in there. All right. That's so annoying. That thing can't even get to me up here. But it's still disrupting my lantern. Ah, well. Who flushed this?
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return?
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
At this point, Mandus has called basically everybody a pig. The pig metaphor has ceased having any meaning. So this, interesting. The other guy, the engineer that Mandus is working with, sounds like another sort of ageless being, the way Alexander was in the first game. Sort of... Oh, this is where the pig guy was, isn't it? Yeah, he's around that corner somewhere. Here we go. Ooh. Alright. Come on. There we go. Sluice 2. Yeah, I see you. You sneaky little note. You thought you could get by me. No. I see you. And I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy, yes, we see it. A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this, here, this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests lived. This house, this is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Oh. If anyone ever says, perhaps we're not doing human sacrifice enough, yeah, that's probably not the good guy you're talking to there. Did you just write me a note that I just opened the sluice gates and now I can do the thing? Swear to God, Mandus. Mandus, post-diluvian. That's done it! Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once and again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the bilge blah 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 blah. I guess I appreciate the overabundance of direction in case you like.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
In case, I don't know, if you save the game and walk away for like a week and come back to it and don't know what's going on, you can pop open this journal and have a sort of just look at how many notes. Every 10-minute update on what's going on. I don't know. It's a bit too much for me. Here we go, another airlock. I'll try not to get quite as scared of this one as I did the last time. Now that I know this is a relatively safe process. There it is. Now usually when games do an airlock system like this, it's because they need time to load in the next area. I wonder if that's also the case here? Oh right, here we go. Yeah. I doubt it, because I don't think that sewer is any bigger than any of the other areas I've been to. And it's not like loading in new resources. These are all sewer assets that I was just looking at anyway. Holy shit, this is way creepier though. Oh, there he is. Oh, Piggly. Two of them. Oh no. Oh, that poor pig man. Interesting. There's like two different kinds. There's these smaller ones, the bigger ones. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh. Well, that's horrific. Oh, no. What do you got for us, Mandus?
Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business. And yet I watch them sleep and eat and play as they are so very human, so very childlike. And I will not think of what I have seen, of the chairs and the cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted.
Yeah, okay, man. Here we go. What is this? That is a serious door, my man. Wow. Thick. Oh, of course, none of the other doors are interactable. It's fine. Hello? What you doing in there? You playing with some blocks? Yep. Creepy. Oh, remember the blocks in the dollhouse we found earlier? Oh, that's so sad. Oh. Should we go in here first? Oh! That was almost comical. Slipped on a banana peel. Oh. Oh, I feel sad for them. Work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. Jeez, even after turning them into pigs. Let them have friends, man. At least give them that. You supposed to be sleeping on the top of the cage? Maybe. It's sad that they have to sleep in cages even in their cells. That's really messed up. Disposal tubes. Oh no. Is this just where we dump them when they die? What if I just... Yeah. Oh no. Well, now I've got broken knees to go along with my multiple head injuries. Oh, I see. Okay. Am I gonna heal from this injury? I feel like my vision is still all red. I should not have done that. Yep. Oh, God. Oh, the things I do for my children. Yep. You know, I don't think there's actual falling damage. My screen is turning red when I do this, but I'm not actually... I don't think you can die. How deep does this go? That deep. So, if this is the disposal tube, how does stuff get all the way down here? I was expecting like a chute or a slide, not ladders. Unless they're expected to climb down here and then die. From tide to spine, he placed his head in the vise and spun the wheel until the skull cracked and the thoughts leaked onto his shoes. It relieved the pressure for a while, but it soon returned. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've definitely had the kinds of headaches where I just want to crush my head in a vise. That is actually highly relatable. Just crack me open and let it out.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mendes.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
I would not be so presumptuous as to call myself Jesus. Just like, yeah, Moses, maybe. You got a leak. Yeah, you gotta get a plumber down here to take a look at this.
He's here! He's here!
Here I am. Children? Oh, steam.
I said you'd come.
Yeah. More sewers, huh? What if I opened the journal and Mandus was just like, ugh, more sewers?
These must be the bilge pumps. I'm at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps. But he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete, his clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple.
Oh, it's worse. It's a whole note just to tell me to find a button and press it. Yeah, I can figure that out. Thanks. Big old glowing light. Here we go. We're finally going up a ladder.
The trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Hello? Oh! Ghost children. Alright, well, we're back to jumping. Oswald, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, shut up. Stupid water monster. It's like the Dark Forces monster that's in the sewer. Oh! The hell was that? It was like a fear jump scare. Oof. The hell is this doing down here? All right. Auxiliary pump controls. I'm going a little long here, but I am feeling like I'm nearing the end, maybe? This feels like I'm close. I think we're gonna stop here and we'll drain the we'll do the bilge pumps and stuff next time. Maybe I should look up a quick like walkthrough, see just how far I am, because if I'm like 5 minutes from the end, I'll just keep going and do a long one. But if it's more than that, I think I'm gonna stop here and we'll carry on next time. And I'll try to be a little more positive. I think this episode was a lot of me complaining. Sorry about that. I'll see you again next time. And we'll finish draining all the sewage out of this place. Until then, you take it easy.